Well, students, today we are going to discuss regarding your skill in teaching exam, which is going to start on 7th March. Okay, you already have got the date sheet, right, guys? So, uh, this is your date sheet. So, your exam is going to start from 7th. On 7th, you have to appear for teaching of pedagogy 1, right, guys? 8th, teaching of pedagogy 2. And ninth also, university has given the 3 dates, 7th, 8th, or 9th. Okay, it depends upon the college. Some colleges has 100 students, some colleges have 200 students. Okay, how the colleges have to differentiate the all the students. So guys, where you have got the admissions according to you have to see the schedule. Okay, on which date your which teaching subject is falling, right? For example, you have the SST and English, you have to see in the schedule, right? Because the mode of examinations would be online or the blended mode. Hana, you already know that. Okay, one exam you have already given, which was scheduled on 3rd March, engagement with community services, right, guys? So कुछ instructions हैं which you have to keep in mind. Then immediately I'll tell you okay, demo, okay, how you have to perform. Already we have done that because it is a exam preparation class. Okay, 1-2 days before, I take to all the students so that you will get the benefit also. So first of all, in skill in teaching exam, guys, okay, please, you can all of you can mute yourself. All of you can mute audio video, you can mute yourself, right? So first of all, final lesson plan. You have to make a final lesson plan. Student, there is some disturbances coming. Can you mute yourself, all of you? Audio video or both? Thank you. So you have to make, first of all, you should have on the day of exam, okay, you should have final lesson plan. It should be handwritten, right, guys? It should be 2 copies. For example, you have the combination SST and English, okay, and your first exam is teaching of SST, right, on 7th. And for example, you have the home science and English, Hana? On 7th you have the home science. Some has taken science math. So first, what you have to do, first, on 7th you should have one final lesson plan. It should be handwritten, okay, and it should have 2 copies, right? Means same lesson plan which you are going to present. Okay, for example, you are presenting the lesson, okay, so examiner can ask from you, okay, show me your lesson, okay, where you have made the lesson, right? Along with the teaching aids, you should have the teaching aid also, right, students? Okay, means, for example, SST lessons you have to show, you have to present. Along with the teaching aids, you can present. Now all the colleges are submitting your file, okay, so that's why I have given these instructions also. The teaching practice file which you have made during your teaching practice, which you attended in the your respective schools for 4 months, and you have made the 40 lessons each in teaching 1 file and teaching 2 file, okay. So these files you have to submit to the college. Some colleges are taking the file after the exam, after after 1 or 2 days, okay. Some students are going to deposit the file, some are taking 1 day before, okay. So in any of the case, you have to deposit the file, right, guys? Otherwise आपके marks नहीं लगेंगे. You have to deposit the file, it is must. Second, you should have a teaching certificate, okay, 4-month teaching certificate where you have taught in the schools, right? So these 2 things you have to deposit in the school, deposit in the college, right, guys? And on the day of exam, what you have to perform? On the day of exam, you have to give presentation, okay, like I'm giving you the presentation, and I'm taking your list, I'm teaching you, I'm discussing with you. The same you have to teach to the student, right, guys? So what is basically many students have in the mind कि sir वहां पे student भी होंगे. So guys, generally what happens when skill in teaching exams are on the online mode, so it is called simulated teaching, right? You have to, keep the word, you have to remember the word simulated teaching. What is simulated teaching? In simulated teaching, suppose all of the students, you have in a one batch, you have 30 B.Ed student. Okay, you have to give your presentation on the day of 7th. Okay, so what the examiner will do? Examiner will, take the presentation from you, and the rest of 29 students, they will act as a student. This is called a simulated teaching. Okay, simulated teaching means all the students will become a student of 6th class or 7th class, and being of a teacher, okay, you have to present the lesson, your lesson, right guys? So I think it is clear to you, right? On the day of exam, you should have, you have to prepare your presentation, and along with whatever you are going to present, you should have in the handwritten. वो जो lesson plan है आपका, वो आपका handwritten बना होना चाहिए, 2 copies each. For example, you have the combination SST and English. SST की 2 copies और English की 2 copies on the day of exam, and preparation with the final lessons plan, right guys? So these are basically your instruction, right? We have already discussed. Okay, now immediately after this slide, I will give you the demo for 5 or 7 minutes. Okay, because if it happens offline, so then whole of the time 30 minutes you are supposed to present, right? But I think that, okay, but you have to prepare at least 25 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay, but you should know that if you get the only 10 minutes, how you have to conclude your lesson within a 10 minute, how you have to wind up your lesson within a 10 minute, within a 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes time, sometimes it doesn't take. Okay, right? And your first impression is a last impression. So basically I'm telling you about the up to the how to introduce your lesson, right guys? So it should be it should be solid. Okay, you have to give with the full presentations, although I know that you have prepared the lesson, okay, very well, right? But some of the things you will keep in the mind, right? So guys, I'm going to start immediately. I'm going to start the my second slide. Okay, so all things you have to keep in mind after the lesson. Okay, we will discuss, right guys? So this is my demo lesson. For example, on the day of a 7th, you are going to present. Okay, okay, I'm going to start, right? Hello students, I'm Lalit, your computer teacher. Today I will teach you the computer, but before starting the topic, I would like to ask some questions from you, right, students? If you know the answer, please raise the hand. Have you seen computer? Okay, you have seen computer. Okay, from all of you, can you tell me the definition of computer? What is the definition of computer? Okay guys, okay, you have given the correct answer. Okay, for example, my third question is that, for example, you are putting up in India and your friend lives in America. Okay, yeah, for example, you want to talk to your any friend, any uncle. Okay, I show you in the slide. Okay, this is a slide, right? You want to here one person in India and other persons in America. Okay, they want to communicate with each other. How they will communicate? Yes, give the answer. Okay, tell me any of the possibility, any of the link, any of the from which way they can communicate, they can talk, they can interact with each others. Okay, okay students, you have given a good answer through the online calling, right? Through the facility of Skype. Okay, you also have given the right answer. Okay, your answer is also correct. Okay, through any online software, online app where you can interact and you can see with each other. Okay guys, tell me my next question is that ये जो सभी devices हैं, what are called, what are the name of these devices? One has given the answer of WhatsApp, right? through WhatsApp calling me, Hana, we can interact. Hana, the person's, putting up in far away. Second has given the answer of Skype and any of the online app. But in सभी को क्या बोलते हैं हम? What are the names of ये सारी services इस चीज के अंदर आती हैं? Can you tell me? Okay, guys, you have given a right answer. This is called internet. So, guys, today we will discuss the topic internet and its feature in detail. Right? So today's topic is internet and its feature. Right, guys? So what is internet? Internet is a network of networks. It consists of so many networks. Okay. So by accessing the internet, you can get any kind of information by sitting any place on the world. Right, guys? Now we discuss about what are the features of internet. Right? So these are the features of internet. Searching informations, right? Next, online communications. So, and there are internet as a tool for education. So from that way, you have to present your whole of the lessons of 20 minutes or 25 minutes. I was giving the demo, and initially before starting the topic, I told you that I will stop my lesson up to the when I will introduce the topic. Right, guys? So these things should be solid. Right, guys? I hope you have come to know that about your date sheet, right? About how you have to present, right, guys? And how you have to present your topic also. And that topic should be written and it should have 2 copies, right, guys? Thank you so much, guys.